What up, people? Yo, when it comes to talking about that one Kardashian sister who had a complete transformation, I guess we all might choose Kylie. Some of her real fans believe her when she said she didn't have a surgery, but others no. Kylie herself believes that it's the changes her body went through just because of her pregnancy. Well, I'm not gonna say anything since this video was created for that purpose, just to show you guys that maybe Kylie is not just as natural as she claims to be. So click the bell and subscription button and stay with me to find out how Kylie Jenner made such a transformation. Kylie Jenner is the youngest of the entire Kardashian Jenner family. I mean, if you do not consider the little ones that were born later, but those are all grandchildren of Mrs. Kris. Here we're talking about the Kardashian Jenner siblings. Kylie is the only one of her sisters who has accumulated an estimated fortune at $1 billion and is also the only one to go through such radical changes. Well, better say physical transformation. She looked just like a normal child one day and then became Kylie Jenner the next. Not bad for our makeup mogul who is just 22 years old. Kylie was in the spotlight almost since the day she was born to her parents, Kris and Bruce Jenner, today's Caitlyn Jenner. She shared that same spotlight with Kendall and her half-sisters Kourtney, Kim, and Khloe. Perhaps that's why Kylie wanted to look so similar to Kim with her full closets and with the best Balmain clothes and also her classic street clothes. Despite all of the fame, she managed to get away from the focus of the cameras for 9 long months, and during that time, her true fans asked themselves what had happened in the life of Kylie. And of course it was worth the wait, since Stormi was on the way, and precisely by bringing such a beauty to the world, her body underwent changes, and that every woman who is a mother knows perfectly well. But people who don't seem to be aware of these changes are those fake fans. What do you guys think about the people who always make malicious comments? All of this happened when one of Kylie's Instagram fan pages uploaded a 2017 video of the diva. Soon after the comments of the fake fans started filling up the post, some said, "Wow, she's so skinny here." Others added, "She was better before," pointing out what pregnancy has done to her body. Don't you guys think that this is just too much? But of course, Kylie wasn't going to let those people get away with their rudeness, so she replied, "I birthed a baby." What else did they expect? What do you curious people think about what these fans wrote? And what did Kylie answer them back? So back in 2018, Kylie confessed how after giving birth to Stormi, her body had changed a lot. And in an interview, Kylie said, "I feel like people think that I bounce back super fast," which I guess I did, and that I'm just like, "Oh, it's just everything's so perfect." And then she continued that especially at her age, seeing that the body goes through similar transformations, not all of it was physical, and she also faced mental and emotional changes. And although she has largely overcome all of those challenges, there are things that still bother her, like how her breasts are 3 times as big. The makeup mogul added that she has stretch marks on her chest, her belly is not the same, and neither is her waist. But her butt is bigger and her thighs too. And although those changes were to be expected, she's still beautiful inside and out, even more voluptuous than before. What do you guys think? Do you think she looks better right now? Kylie concluded that it was just a change she had to go through, but because of that, she had to change even her style because nothing was in her closet that she could wear anymore. I don't really think she had any issues with buying new outfits and filling up her entire closet with brand new clothes though. A year after Stormi was born, after putting her photos on Instagram, our Kylie told her true fans during a live on Instagram how she flattened her belly by cutting some food. The diva said that back in March of 2019, "I always had a flat stomach, but I never felt it return to the way it was before having Stormi until recently, and I feel it has a lot to do with my diet." I assure you that normally she ate anything she wanted. Pizza, pasta, and probably all kinds of dairy, and what Kylie did was to cut all of that and start eating better. She felt that was her trick. So what do you think about Kylie's advice? Do you have any other better tricks? Because the quarantine is really killing me, and the anxiety takes my partner and me right to the fridge. So how are you guys handling it? Another sister who also suffered from the ridicule and comments of fake fans was her sister Kourtney, when a few days ago she shared a very sexy photo of herself posing in a transparent orange shirt dress that was partially unbuttoned and exposed her belly. The people, seeing that she wanted to show only part in that particular way, suspected that she was pregnant. So immediately they began to ask if it was her fourth pregnancy, and she denied it over and over. And what was her reaction? Let's find out. Kourtney said, "I could have taken it as an offense and really been like, oh my gosh, do I really look pregnant? But instead, I knew I wasn't pregnant." And she added, "I've been pregnant 3 times. I know what my body looks like when I'm pregnant." The mother of 3 children insisted that she took her fans' comments positively and felt that the comments were more about her feminine and curvy body in that photo. I mean, to be a Kardashian Jenner, the sisters really have to be developed a thick skin for negative comments and criticism. As Kylie said in her interview with Insider magazine, the diva confessed, "So many negative things come at me all the time. Of course, it does affect me, but you develop a thick skin. Nothing has lasted so long that I haven't gotten through it. So whenever a new bad story or rumor emerges, I know it will pass too. Everything in life is transient." Guess she's right. Not sure if I have developed that thick skin though. Kylie has been the focus of all the media since she was 10 years old. Remember that sweet little girl? At that time, Kylie had no choice but to follow the path her family had already chosen for her. She wasn't born in one of those typical families after all. With all the fame and the focus of the cameras always chasing after her wherever she was, Kylie did not have a childhood like ours, or at least like the rest of the people she knew. And despite all of that, she always seemed to have everything under control. Even though she was always being recorded for the reality show Keeping Up with the Kardashians, at the age of 14, coming from a rich family, she even had the authorization to manage her own money. And with the authority, she bought a mansion. Certainly nothing like my childhood. Being around 14 and having a mansion, can you imagine? I don't even have one right now. Still dreaming of sunbathing in my own pool. You know, at least my imagination doesn't cost anything, cause it's free. Back then, Kylie was just an innocent face with a cute girlish smile. But throughout the show, we saw her showing off her pole dancing skills. She had many normal sister fights with Kendall, which they probably won't even remember the reason for the fights. That time when Kylie was imitating Kim, saying that she is the queen of the world, and many more turned her image from an innocent little girl to a rebellious one. But right now, at least her fortune makes her the queen and gives her all the privileges one can dream of, right? Did you guys think that the little kid on the show would turn out this way one day? I personally didn't see that coming. She is basically bigger than Kim right now. 1 year later, only at the age of 15, her incredible entrepreneurial spirit was already clear when Kylie and Kendall launched their clothing line. The following year, they even wrote their own book called Rebels, City of Indra, the story of Lex and Livia. Although the book was not successful and even received terrible criticism, what counts is the intention. Even though they made some not very good choices, it did bring profit to the makeup guru. Her willingness to risk is probably one of the reasons why in 2019, she'd already become a billionaire thanks to her business, Kylie Cosmetics. But let's continue with her adolescence a little bit more and talk about the changes in her looks. At 16 years old, Kylie took a major turn to her look, and now she looked more rebellious with a touch of rock and roll as she was seen while accompanying her sisters to award ceremonies. And the following year, at the age of 17, she began dating Tyga, a rapper who at the time was 25 years old. And if you want to know more about their relationship, I will put the thumbnail on the screen for you. But wait, we're not done with this yet. Going through 17, Kylie thought her lips were too small, so she decided to inject some filler. And do you know how it all started? When Kylie kissed a boy, he told her that she had very thin lips. Could it have been Tyga? It might have been him. He looks very unbothered though, like someone who knows he's handsome, so he's not even trying to be kind of unbothered. Do you guys agree with me? After that, Kylie found her millionaire business, Kylie Cosmetics, which she originally called Kylie Lip Kits. And precisely, she attributes her success to having injected that filler in her thin lips. Now, the cosmetics company includes products for both eyes, face, skin, and lips. The lips were not the only transformation the influencer went through, since at the age of 18, Kylie added a little bust, and although she wanted it to go unnoticed, it did not, because you know, her breasts seemed to be defying all the laws of gravity. So thinking about all of this, what do you think about the transformations that Kylie has gone through? Do you think that she did not do any surgeries? Do you believe that it's her natural body? Do you think that your celebrity life can prepare you for all the criticism that you're going to receive? So let's talk about all of that in the comments, and remember to like, share, and become part of our Curious Sips family by subscribing to our channel. And also, don't forget about our Instagram account. See you guys next time.